Good day and welcome to another episode of your Money Moment. I'm your host Mauritz Oberholzer, and today we're going to speak about two things. Firstly, the medium-term budget speech that was on Wednesday, and secondly, we're going to talk about breast cancer awareness and do you have the right cover. So firstly, on the medium-term budget speech, I think there was a lot of lowlights. Unfortunately, we're not out of the woods. We're still very optimistic about the new government and how things are going there. Definitely there is positives coming from that, but I think we have a government sitting with a lot of problems from the past, and it will continue for a few more years at least, and hopefully the new government will take steps to improve it. But I'll just highlight a few things that came out of that medium-term budget speech that I think is relevant. I think the first thing is our debt ceiling is very high. We owe a lot of money, and the big problem is it is just growing, and a lot of our GDP, or what we're generating as a country, is now going towards servicing our debt. The positive we saw is we achieved the primary budget surplus for the first time in 15 years, which means we generated more income, if you see it as a business, for the country than what we spent. But a primary budget surplus means that excludes the payment of interest on our debt. So if we account that, we're still in a deficit. I think the next one is tax collection is expected to be 22 billion rand lower than what National Treasury estimated in the February budget, which is not good news for the country. Another thing is over the medium term, the GDP forecast is to average 1.8%. So we need higher growth, more economic activity to get us out of this. So hopefully this new government will work together, get past the differences and help in stimulating economic growth. So lastly, the government debt servicing cost, so that's the interest, is 388 billion rand in the current financial year, which is insane. We should definitely look at getting that down, and hopefully government has some plans in getting that amount down, because that doesn't assist us in any way. It's just interest. And then lastly, one of our big issues is the bailout of SOEs. In our last budget speech that wasn't even mentioned, but unfortunately Transnet does need cash, and we need Transnet to be effective and efficient, and unfortunately it seems like there will be money flowing to Transnet in trying to bail them out and get them back going. So that's another unfortunate negative we have to face. So that's it on the medium-term budget speech. Today I want to also talk about October being breast cancer awareness, but also in general, just what is dread disease cover, and do you have it, and do you know how it works and why it's important to have. So firstly, what is dread disease cover? You may have heard it. It's called critical illness cover or severe illness cover. Essentially, it's an insurance product that provides a lump sum payout if you're diagnosed with one of the specific dreaded diseases covered under your policy. These illnesses typically include cancers, heart attacks, strokes, organ transplant, and other severe conditions that can change your life in an instant. Dread disease cover helps you cushion the financial blow of a major illness, providing funds for medical costs that might not be covered by traditional medical aid, and for living expenses if you need to take time off work to recover. So why is it important? The reality is that medical expenses can be overwhelming, even if you have medical aid. In many cases, medical aids may not cover everything needed for recovery, such as home nursing, physical therapy, step down, or specialized treatments. Even for those fortunate enough to have good medical aid, dread disease cover can help bridge the gap, ensuring that your finances do not become another stress factor in an already challenging time. With October being breast cancer awareness, breast cancer remains one of the most common cancers among South African women, with about 1 in 26 women at risk of being diagnosed in their lifetime. Early detection is incredibly important, and while survival rates are improving, the costs associated with treatment and recovery are often high. Some medical aids do cover breast reconstruction surgery if it's needed, but some medical aids exclude it. So then it's seen as cosmetic, and that also will be assisted through your Dread Disease payout, where you can use that for that plastic surgery. Having Dread Disease cover means you'll have financial cushion, which can make all the difference when it comes to accessing the best possible care, from surgery and chemotherapy to post-treatment therapies. So, what should you be considering when looking at Dread Disease cover? So, one key factor is understanding the scope of the cover itself. Not all policies are created equal. Some may cover only a limited list of diseases, while others are more comprehensive. A good policy will cover different types and stages of cancer, including early stage breast cancer. But be aware, it's important to read the fine print. Some policies only pay out if the cancer is considered life-threatening, meaning early diagnosis may not trigger a payout. So choosing the right cover can mean the difference between peace of mind and financial strain if you or a loved one is diagnosed. This October, as we raise awareness about breast cancer, we urge you to take a moment to review your insurance policies. Is your Dread Disease cover adequate? Does it align with your family history and risk factors? And if you don't have cover yet, consider talking to a financial advisor to help you find the right plan. Early planning can make an enormous difference, providing peace of mind not just for you, but for your loved ones as well. While we hope none of us or our loved ones ever have to face the serious illness like cancer, the reality is it can happen to anyone. Having the right Dread Disease cover is a proactive step that empowers you to handle the unexpected, helping you to make a difficult journey just a little bit easier. Remember, being prepared doesn't mean being pessimistic. It's about making choices that can help us face tomorrow with confidence. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you found this discussion helpful, please share it with others, and remember to wear pink this month as a show of solidarity and support for breast cancer awareness. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves and each other.
When you're navigating through life's big events, like buying a home, starting a family, or approaching retirement, you need sound and impartial financial advice. Mauritz Oberholzer, a financial advisor at Stonehouse Capital, specializes in personal financial planning. Visit mauritzoberholzer.co.za or call 082-774-1996. For practical and easy-to-understand advice and tips, don't miss your Money Moment with Mauritz Oberholzer, Thursday mornings at 10 on E-Radio.